never laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in bloody sheets to drop you 6 feet underneath. They put you in a pine wood box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. It all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose as you begin to decompose. A slimy beetle with demon's eyes chews through your stomach and out your sides. Your stomach turns to rancid grease, and pus pours out like melted cheese. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you'll eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin, the ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out. Your brain turns into maggot pie, your liver starts to liquefy, and for the living all is well as you sink further into hell. And the flames rise up to drag you down into the fire where you will drown. Your skin melts off as you descend, and Satan tears you limb from limb. Your suffering will never end. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They'll eat your guts and then shit them out. And when your bones begin to rot, the worms remain, but you do not. So don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for someday you'll be the one to die. And when death brings his cold despair, ask yourself, will anyone care? Don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in bloody sheets to drop you 6 feet underneath. They put you in a pine wood box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. It all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose as you begin to decompose. A slimy beetle with demon's eyes chews through your stomach and out your sides. Your stomach turns to rancid grease, and pus pours out like melted cheese. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you'll eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin, the ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out. Your brain turns into maggot pie, your liver starts to liquefy, and for the living all is well as you sink further into hell. And the flames rise up to drag you down into the fire where you will drown. Your skin melts off as you descend, and Satan tears you limb from limb. Your suffering will never end. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They'll eat your guts and then shit them out. And when
All right, how you guys doing tonight? Good to be back for a Wednesday stream. Whoa, how you guys doing? Shit, you can see me. Pull that down a little bit. All right, let's see who we all got here. What's going on, Kat? Haley, welcome back. What's going on, Nicholas? Low-key upset we didn't have a live show. I know. That's my bad. That's my bad. I mean, it was like a mixture of things. I was super busy with stuff, especially trying to get the videos out that I put out. Which, if you guys haven't, make sure you check out, especially the Pinhead video. I'm very proud of that one. But other than that, it was just, I've been in and out of like being sick. Just like nauseous and stuff like that. And I don't want to be on stream when I feel like things are going to come out. Hey, Master of Fear, how are you? Welcome. Hey, what's going on, Play? All right. Yeah, because I was going to do some Dead by Daylight gameplay, and then when I switched the stream to the night, it's like thinking, like, wait a minute. Wasn't there supposed to be something I was going to do? And, especially for, like, Valentine's Day. Like, it's right. My Bloody Valentine. It wasn't just being sick, though, Haley. It was, like, trying to work on the videos on top of being sick. Which, the Hellraiser one I did before that. But the, sort of the Spiral reaction review I recorded before when I did the Hellraiser video. But I finally got around to editing everything and putting it all together to put on YouTube. We don't need to see anything coming out of JG. You really don't. You really, really don't. No, it's mostly Master of Fear. I am doing My Bloody Valentine tonight because I'm not going to be streaming on Valentine's Day. So sort of like a preemptive kind of strike with it, since I'm not going to be on that day. Figure I did Black Christmas around Christmas time. Why not? Plus, I did the Halloween series when it was around Halloween time. So just trying to stay within the entire holiday concepts. Hey, what's going on, Ty? See, we're building up here. We got a nice little group of people. Can I help you, Abby? What? What do you want? Get.
But I can't watch the stream.
Huh?
I can't watch the stream.
You do have an Xbox, right?
Yeah, but...
Watch how you take that off. And go put it on your Xbox.
But it doesn't go good because it'll keep freezing.
Well, you better figure it out. You need to get to bed. So you're also having your school's pet rally tomorrow. Okay. Freddy Freaker. Yeah, I forgot about Sonic coming out Friday.
Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic movie.
Can I go see it?
Nah, we're good.
Why?
Because.
Is this a heart or something? What is this?
I don't know. You need to get to bed, though. Get.
I want to pop it. I want to pop it.
Oh, that's sad to hear, Ty. Like, what are you using to upload? Like, are you using like Google Chrome or Firefox? Sometimes changing your browser can kind of help with that. Hey, what's going on, Pugster Productions? How you doing?
I popped it.
I swear, Cat, if I call that number and I have someone trying to get catnip from me,
What? Oh. Milo offers catnip.
who's the girl in the background? That would be Ghost Abby. That would be my daughter who's instantly out of bed, even though she needs to get to bed to get to sleep so she can go to school tomorrow.
I can't.
Go.
I've had enough sleep this week.
Get.
I had 12 hours of sleep.
That's
since
fine. You need
Monday.
16. Get.
No, I don't.
Get.
I don't. I can't even sleep
Go.
for 16 hours.
All right. Hold on. I gotta go get Chucky.
No.
Hold on
you
one
can't.
moment.
No, you can't. That's
Yeah.
abuse.
If we're gonna
That's
do this,
That's abuse.
if we're gonna do
That's
this,
abuse. That's abuse. Yeah. You're not gonna get him.
I can get him.
You liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. No, stop. 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 That's abuse.
Guess Abby doesn't want to play. Got my Abby repellent. That's right, Chucky.
Come in peace. I've been sent down here
For what?
for batteries.
Oh.
You can ask Mom. I come in peace.
Is tomorrow the remake version? No, I'm not going to do the remake version. At least not yet. Tonight I'm just doing it because Valentine's Day is Friday.
I better be getting presents. I'm kidding. This thing won't go on. Looks like I'm going to have to stay down here.
That's fine. Chucky can come over there and help you.
No, he can't. He's not allowed.
Hold on.
Stop.
Hold on.
No, stop. Stop. I can't have the charger. He chased me
Oh, man. Everyone pray for Victor Miller tomorrow. I mean, I know for a fact he's going to end up winning the dispute. That's going to end up happening. Like, he'll end up keeping his IP of Friday the 13th. Now, the question is, once they actually get done with this lawsuit, is it going to be another appeal by Sean Cunningham? Or is it going to be... are they going to be able to make a deal? That's going to be the big thing. Hey, what's going on, R Breezy? How you doing? Hey, Horror Boy, how you doing as well? Shit, we're getting everybody in tonight. Classic Valentine's Day film. Yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure to watch the original. I haven't seen the original in a super long time, so I thought this was a great way to sort of reintroduce myself to it. All Alright, we're going to give it a couple more minutes. Let everybody get in. Cat again. Everywhere. Like the Schrodinger cat. Like, you're everywhere and nowhere. But in this case, you're everywhere. Twitch and YouTube. Now, a couple things I didn't forget the cosplay share tonight. So I'm going to definitely be doing that before we get into the movie. What do I fear? Mostly heights. But you put me up high. It doesn't turn out well. I gotta chill up my spine. Abby, are you still back there? Hold on one moment.
Stop.
Alright, get to bed.
I was seeing how long it would take for you to
I felt you that entire time. It was just like a cold chill going up my spine, up and down.
I was back there messing with the box, and then I was sitting on the couch, and then I was sending the wrapping paper over the thing.
I know, you're about as subtle as a T-Rex. Now get. Alright, so let's jump over. There we go. Alright, so in the spirit of things. Well, not spirit of things, because that'd be... What the hell am I talking about? For the, I guess, the moment, the segment. Cosplay share tonight was going to be more comic book themed. I narrowed down to... Because I had a shit ton to fucking share. And I didn't want to spend 2 hours just trying to share pictures. Yes, Haley, I did check the link. But I kind of admittedly just like glanced at it when I clicked it. So I do want to go back and actually have some time to look at it. So I'll probably do that after the stream as well. But feel free to drop the link in the chat as well if you want others to go check it out. All right, but we got pretty much a couple of cosplayers. Some I've met, some I haven't. Some I've talked to on Instagram and are incredibly fucking nice. But all deserving to be shared. So the first person, and it's all comic book theme, like superhero comic book theme tonight. Next week we'll be back on our horror kick with the cosplays. Oh, you saw my cosplay stream video? Yeah, a lot of people make mention of the whole Bada Wang thing. The gyrations of Batman. Oh my gosh. But first, share tonight is Megan Cosplay. Now, interesting story with her. Let me bring her up. She's doing her Black Widow here. She does a great job on all of her costumes. Sad thing is her original Instagram account was actually, I don't know what the case was, but I guess it was deleted or something like that. So I definitely wanted to put her at the forefront to try to help her get back to where she was. She's an awesome person and all of her pictures are great. Which again, if you guys are new to this kind of stream, especially this part of the stream, I will be leaving links to all the cosplayers on my community tab. Because it's not horror related, it won't go into the JG Dark Hordes of Horror group. Just because I kind of want to keep that purely horror alone. I don't want to make it where the group gets diluted with a bunch of various things, because then it's no longer Hordes of Horror. It's Hordes of all media. And I want to focus mostly on horror with that group. But yeah, this is Megan Cosplay. Like I said, I'll be putting the link to her Instagram page on the community tab, and I will put it on my actual Facebook like page or fan page, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'll definitely be giving you guys links to where you can check all of these people out. Yes, Ty. Valentine's Day is me and Amanda's anniversary. Oh, thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Nicholas, as well. All right. Let me get to the next one. Right, next up, we got Southern Webhead doing his thing as Spider-Man. Now, I ended up coming across him through another cosplayer, which I believe may have been Megan Cosley. Correct me if I'm wrong, Megan, if you're watching this. But yeah, like, dude's got awesome Spider-Man pictures literally littered throughout his entire page, and it looks fucking great. I love all of them. The Yellow Jacket, the Far From Home, like I love it. I love all of it. Is that the Far From Home, or is that Homecoming with the Yellow Jacket? I can't remember. I think it's Homecoming, isn't it? But yeah, like I think I talked to him a little bit on Instagram, and from what I remember, dude's like very polite, very, very kind, and like I said, his page is literally littered with all kinds of fantastic Spider-Man shots. And like I said, I'll be dropping a link to his page as well, so definitely make sure to check him out. That's Homecoming. Okay, I thought I couldn't remember which one. But yeah, like I just remember the poster, and I couldn't remember whether it was Homecoming or Far From Home. But yeah, Homecoming I guess makes sense. But yeah, definitely make sure to check him out when I get the links up. Yeah, that's completely fine. Play. All right. Next up, we got Dynamite Weber in his Nightwing costume. Or cosplay. However you want to say, costume cosplay. It's essentially whatever. Like, however you want to refer to it. Oh, everything's all great here, Haley. I was probably in mid train of thought, and then just like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, Dynamite Weber, I met him once at convention a couple years back, and had some brief interactions with him on Instagram here and there, and like from what I remember, like him in person, like fucking great dude. Like his costumes are always top notch. Every single one of his builds, from Batman, Superboy, Superman, like fucking everything. Everything he does is fucking phenomenal. It's definitely going to be dropping a link for him. Like, if you don't check anything out, definitely make sure to check him out, and especially the stuff that he builds is fucking great. Yeah, it's Dynamite Weber. We get to the next one. Next, we got Ash Bean Queen in her Scarlet Witch. Which, if you guys didn't notice, I'm trying to mix DC and Marvel up a little bit. Not trying to lean towards one or the other. I'm a DC guy myself, but definitely want to try to sort of mix it up a little bit. And like, I had some brief interactions with her on Instagram and I think even Facebook. But definitely a really good person. And all of her costumes, especially her makeups. Her makeups is like really, really, really good. Like, I mean, she did a Pennywise one where it looked really, really good. Had some Decay makeup that looked really, 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 really good. Like, yeah, definitely check her out. Something tells me she'll be on a couple of shares, especially going back to the horror ones as well. But yeah, that is Ash Bean Queen. Let me double check to make sure I'm saying that right, because you know how I am with names. I really don't want to butcher anyone's name. Yes, that's the name, Ash Bean Queen. Which like I said, like her with everyone else, links will be in the community tab and on my Facebook fan page. Right. Next up, we got Astra Void cosplay and her Jean Grey. Now let me actually blow that up a little bit because we need to do that one justice here. Because she absolutely killed it with her Jean Grey. Like if you guys get the chance and you check her out on Instagram, make sure you pay close attention to the makeup that she has on to simulate the glowing veins that Sophie Turner actually has in the movie. Like, she did a great, like, every time I see it and I see how they look like they're glowing underneath the skin, it looks great. And like, this is just the tip of the iceberg for her. She's got tons of shit, all like, again, littered throughout her page. A lot of great cosplays. Again, let me actually check to make sure I got the name right. Yep, she is Astra Void cosplay, which I keep saying it and it keeps repeating it, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm going to be linking all of their pages in every possible way that I can. The only place that you probably won't see it is the JG Dark's Hordes of Horror page, just because I'm keeping all of that horror. All right, next up, Revenge City cosplay, which I met him a few times, actually. Really nice guy, like really, really good dude. Like he absolutely kills it in every Green Arrow cosplay that he does. But it doesn't just stop there. He's done Obi-Wan. He's done fucking Darth Maul. He's done Thor. He's done a shit ton of cosplays, and all of them look fucking great. Like, some of them, especially the ones that he gets edited, really, really look good. Sorry, I was like pausing a little bit so I can read what you guys are saying. About the catnip. Master of Fear, do I know who you are? Not off the top of my head. I mean, were you in here in a different name? All right. But that is Revenge City cosplay. Let me move on. And we are to the last but not least of the bunch. Tatted Khaleesi and her Wonder Girl cosplay. Now, she is extremely nice. All the interactions that I've had with her on Instagram, like, anything, I had nothing but nice things to say about her. And her costumes, she does like Black Canary, Wonder Girl, as you see. She's recently done Constantine, a gender bent version of it. And like, everything she does is outstanding. Like, really, 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 really good. Like, I definitely recommend checking her out. Checking all these guys out. Give them all a follow if you're into the superhero cosplays or Star Wars or whatever the hell. Give them a check out. Give them a follow if you're into what they're doing. And fucking shit. Let them know you're a fan, man. But all right, that is the share for tonight. Slide that out. So I mean, let me know how you guys like them. Like the super, like, are you guys into the comic book cosplays, or are you more into what we've been doing with the horror cosplays? So that way I know whether you guys want me to start mixing up themes and pretty much maybe doing a video game cosplay share. Maybe doing something else of a cosplay share. Maybe an anime cosplay share. Or just staying strictly horror. Like, is that what you guys is that what you would prefer? Or, just let me know what you guys would want. As you guys negotiate your buying of catnip. So you like the Mall Ranger. Nice, nice, nice. But with that being said, let's get to the main event of tonight. We are getting ready to get started. Now, I assume, because it's been a little bit of time now, we're in about a half an hour into the stream. So I assume that we are all ready. Don't tell the cops. I mean, as long as I'm getting a slice off the top, I'm good. I mean, there's a few people that's not here, Master of Fear. There's Death. There's Ghosts. Gunner, or Masculine Geek. Paris. There's a few people that's not here. You'd have to be a little bit more specific. What would I do with a My Bloody Valentine sequel to the original? I'm not entirely sure, Ty. Like I said, I haven't watched this movie in a super long time. So pretty much, this is sort of reintroducing it to me. So once I start watching it, I probably have a better idea of where I would go with the sequel once I'm done. But all right, let's begin. Got the sound off so that way nobody can hear it. I don't know why my ears need to pop. It's like weird. Okay. I got you. I know who you are now. It's like the one person I didn't name, Devin. Oh my god. Why does my ear need to pop so badly? I hope I'm not getting like sick in some kind of way that makes it where my fucking ear needs to pop. All right, so here we go. The way this works, if you guys, if anybody's watching on Mixer, Twitch, or anything else, any other platform that you may be watching this on, the way this works is I'll have my copy of the movie in. It is up to you to get your copy of the movie ready. I'll give a countdown. And when I say play, you'll hit play, I'll hit play, and we'll watch the movie together. And hopefully, if I make mention of something happening on screen, should be happening on your screen too, unless you got some kind of special director's cut that adds footage and just throws the timing all to shit. So, with that being said, we're going to start the countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Paramount made this. Really? You know, for a company that hates slasher movies, they were kind of like knee deep in them. Oh, you can still stay and talk with us, Haley. Like you're extremely worried about waking everyone up. Just tell them it's my fault. Uncle Tyrone was a CIA agent, so you'll be fine. I store my catnip in my Thanos body pillow. She got the Tiffany heart tattoo. It's ironic, isn't it? Like going from Chucky to this and like seeing the heart tattoo. Keeps pissing in my lasagna. It's like gas mask erotica. Ooh. It took a hard left turn, didn't it? I like how, like, when he stabbed her, like, pushed her back into the pickaxe, like, you can see the pointed part, like, kind of sliding underneath her skin. Like, until he, like, found it, like, right on the heart tattoo and, like, basically impaled more. All right, that was a little bit creepy. Chucky decided to take a nap. He wants to watch the movie too. I don't know why, like, his hair looks so red. Like, I guess it might be the camera and the way the lighting is, but it makes his hair look like carrot red. Well, carrots are like kind of orange, though, not red. Like, oh no, that's not exactly a great description. God, this entire chat is literally a dumpster right now. But dumpster fire right now. But it's a dumpster fire in the best way. It usually is, Haley. That's usually how we devolve and progress, I guess. Cat, this chat was cursed the moment the word fleshy hole was uttered. Hashtag fleshy hole. You know you're always welcome, Haley, to keep the fire going. Camp Juicy, fleshy hole. Isn't this a movie? Yes. Right now it's playing as I'm talking to the chat. Unfortunately, due to copyright issues, I cannot play it on the actual channel. Batters. But if you have the movie or you can get your hands on it, you can join us and I'll give you a timestamp. Go to my YouTube channel right now. I made a video. It is now my property. Oh my gosh, Stefan. I may be concerned. The latest one I see video-wise is Dancing Yoda. I don't see any other videos aside from that. Is that the one that you wanted us to watch, Devin? Paramount Pictures was great in the 1980s with slasher movies, which is really odd considering they are not fans of slasher movies. And they've always been ashamed of them. Long live Camp Juicy, fleshy hole. Camp Jizzy. I remember that. Right now, it's about 10:36 for me too, Haley. Yeah, I'm not a fan of heights either, Nicholas. Like I say, you get me too high and I'm done. Like, I mean, I'm not like paralyzing fear, but I do get like that feeling in the pit of your stomach. I like the Saw movies. I like the Saw movies too, Batters. And I'm actually really excited for Spiral. If you haven't seen the trailer for that, make sure you check out my YouTube channel. And check out my reaction, review, opinion, however you want to call it, that I did on the trailer for it. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. I think as we get closer to that movie coming out, I may do all the Saw movies to help myself get refreshed on the entire series. The video's called Weirdness. I'm not seeing it, Devin. Oh, I see. I see now. Yeah, I think that one I did already see. Oh, just wait, Amanda. Just wait. The day that day comes, you will not be able to get rid of me at all. I will be doing nothing but following you around all day, every day, irking the hell out, especially except when I'm streaming or making videos. Those are the only days off that you get. Other than that, you got me all the time. I mean, did he eat them though? But did he? I guess he didn't eat them. Let's go skydiving? No. The puzzle box in the movies Ranger is literally like a 1 to maybe 2 tops as far as solving. But in the books, it's supposed to be way past a 10 in trying to solve that thing. Damn, Amanda. Just expose me like that. Oh, no worries, Haley. Yeah, yeah. The more the merrier. Paramount Pictures did Pet Cemetery and Hell. They did Hellraiser 3? Really? I didn't know that. Fleshy Hole Exposed is the best thing on YouTube. You know what? Just for that, when I get up there, all of that is happening and more. Plus 10. Could JG figure out the puzzle box? If it's the movie puzzle box, yes. If it's the book puzzle box, probably not. She might be all of that, Nicholas, but someone's got to counterbalance it. What's life without adversity? Someone's got to keep her grounded. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Next thing you know, you have to call him sir. I've been trying to get her to do that for a long time. That or boss, one of them. What you doing there? Making you some food, boss. Dildo puzzle box. I mean, it could work. It could definitely work. But the edges, those pointy edges. But then again, the Cenobites are fucking, what are they, like masochists and all that? Like they're into that kind of shit. So I mean, the pointy edges might be a turn on. You might be onto something there, Ty. See, so your friend says she'll join later, but I'm sure she'll come eventually. I mean, we're on until the duration of the movie. So yeah, like, whenever she wants to. Oh, my biggest fear is insects. Can't stand insects. Not even ladybugs or lightning bugs. This is true. Like, the most benign bugs pretty much has her freaking out, which is why I love, like, when it hits around like summertime and they're everywhere. I can just like grab them and put them on her and just watch hilarity ensue. Like, Amanda's not particularly a fast person, but once you put a lightning bug on her or a ladybug, I swear it's like the Flash. You see lightning bolts like just shooting out everywhere on her. Like, she breaks the sound barrier. Hellraiser 11, Hell in Bed. Ooh. I don't know. There's just something brutal about being bludgeoned with a fucking pickaxe. JG Ant-Man and Thanos' fleshy hole. I heard that's what was supposed to save the Marvel Universe. Avengers Fleshy War. The Infinite Hole. Thought for a second there you were saying peas, Ty. You're afraid of peas. Honestly, my fear is having everyone abandon me and leave me for dead, along with being an absolute failure to everyone I love. I mean, that's a relatable fear. I think everyone has that fear to an extent. But I mean, Amanda, that was like protein in it. I mean, that's in there for a reason. That's a gourmet delicacy. They were trying to give you luck from the inside. Squeeze those purple cheeks. No, it's completely fine, Haley. It's a completely. Let's not say it's like it's relatable. Like it's not exactly dark. It's more relatable than you probably think. A lot of people have that very same fear, but it's like it's that kind of fear. It's different from having that fear than having, I don't know, like being afraid of dogs or something. Like it's different levels of fear in different situations. I mean, who's to say I didn't just grind them up a little bit more finer, Amanda? And you've been eating them all this time. Yeah, I saw that, Nicholas. All right, so I mean, Harry Warden, he was trapped in the fucking mines. He ate everyone he was trapped in there with. So did he? Does he stay a cannibal, or was that just for him to survive and he doesn't want to? How do you lose? Like, how do you lose the paperwork on a killer that was committed? Who's eating Thanos' ass? If I had the VR sets, Ranger, I'd do it. Who's eating Thanos' ass? I don't know why I got the fucking visual of two grapes together. Oh my god. Oh god, what have I done? Oh, now you got me thinking of fucking two grapes as like Thanos' ass cheeks. I'm fucking scarred because of this chat. What the fuck is happening? Oh, there's definitely nothing wrong with being any age and reading comic books. Literature is literature. Especially with some of the stories these comics are putting out now, it's hard not to get into them. Oh, shit. She looked like she's been cooked. So I'm surprised her eyes, like the way they did the eyes on there, just look fucking creepy. Thank you, Ranger. Thank you. It's not so much the scale tie, it's thinking of like how oh shit, I forget what show said it, whereas like someone's ass looks like two eggs like put together. I got the same visual with Thanos, just grapes. It's not necessarily the scale of them, it's just the mental image. Like if they looked like that. Ain't nothing wrong with sleeping with a nightlight. I mean, I don't sleep with one, technically, because I have my LED lights lit up around my statues and stuff like that. So technically, I guess you could say it's a nightlight. But then again, I'm also one of those people that can't go to sleep without hearing a sound in the background, like background noise, like a TV or something like that. Like, I'll go to sleep watching the entire fucking Friday the 13th series. Or more recently, Into Darkness, the 4-hour documentary. I forgot about the Dagger of Darkness play. Holy shit. I don't know if I'm corrupting you guys or you guys are corrupting me. I used to be all about just like dark theories and stuff like that. And now it's like Dagger of Darkness, Fleshy Holes, Thanos' ass cheeks, and like everything else. Heal me, you bald bastard! And just think, we're just getting started. As things escalate with the channel more and more and more, just imagine how this channel will be in like a year or two. Like corrupting this nation's youth one stream at a time. It's hard to say right now, Anthony, because I mean, Harry Warden, I'm not very familiar with. And watching him on here, he's only killed a few people. So it's kind of hard to put him side by side with Michael. Well, I know that, Ranger. There was a couple of documented things with that, but granted that Harry Warden also became a psychotic killer. On top of it, I wasn't sure if like he was sort of cannibalizing some of his victims too. I could only imagine, Ty, like doing a stream with like 400 people watching. One, I wouldn't even know what to do without gradually moving up to that point. And two, I wouldn't know how to fucking manage the chat. Like, I would literally have to like either slow shit down, maybe pay attention to just super chats here and there, or I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do with something like that. Like that would be, I don't know how some of these streamers do it. Especially the ones on like Twitch that get like 2,000 people watching and all of them are fucking commenting. It's like I posted a comment in their chat and the moment I hit it, there was 20 fucking other comments on there. And my shit was already like gone. So I have no idea how they manage that. I remember, Devin. I remember. 1 year later, I'm going to become a meme. Especially since I'm on camera now. When I started the channel, I wasn't on camera at all. Could I see Matt Dillon as Lex Luthor? I mean, kinda. Am I doing Valentine 2001 tomorrow? No. I will not be streaming again until Sunday. And then, even then, we're going to be doing Cult of Chucky. Oh, gotta stop yawning. It's like the drawback of starting the stream so late. What am I doing special for our anniversary? I'll be working. Pretty much from morning to night. Part of the reason why I'm not streaming is because I will be at work. If there were 400 people watching, we will be the OGs. Exactly. Like the JG Darhk originals. I mean, technically, Ty, I am doing something. I'm at work trying to make money. But yeah, like, the only thing is, like, with pretty much me working, there's no way I can get out of it. Every once in a while, I'll get a day off on our anniversary for it, but it doesn't happen very often. Cult of the Fleshy Hole. Dungeon of the Daggers of Darkness. The Counselors of Camp Juicy. Now, I've realized we can go many, many different ways with this. Fleshy Hole has changed me. I remember when we first said that, when you first popped up, Kat. Like, stop saying Fleshy Hole. It's a no-no word. Can we do a commentary on Killer Bean? What is Killer Bean? I don't think I know what that is. Or if I do, I don't remember. Or it's slipping my mind right now. How much time do I get to spend with my family? I mean, when I'm not working, I have 2 days off. And then usually one point in the year, I take like a week off from work. Which I believe when I went on vacation, we went to Comic-Con and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not like they never see me. It's not anything like that. At least give her flowers and chocolate. I can't. We've got animals in the house that would eat the flowers and she can't have chocolate. Otherwise, I'll eat the chocolate. I mean, I can get it and give it to her so that way she can give it back to me. Killer Bean Forever is a film that has breakdancing coffee beans in the beginning. Really? Like, is that really like a wise prank to play on someone? Knowing all the shit going on? Especially with a killer on the loose with the whole Harry Warden thing happening. Ooh. Got the eyeball sticking out and everything. I don't know. I would have to go with Drayton Sawyer's Chili. I don't know why, but if he's winning awards like he's winning, I mean, gotta be something good about it, right? Man, Ty, she's gonna get that anyways. That's not even an anniversary thing. She gets it when she wants it. It's like throwing food to each other. Yeah, progress. I mean, yeah, pretty much, Haley. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like RP roleplay? Is that what you're saying? What do you roleplay? I'm interested. I may want to spectate. Devin was consumed by the fleshy hole. This is a channel that is curse. I wouldn't say curse. Just progressively going down a path. While still keeping to our roots. Because Dark Theories has never changed. Aside from the quality of the videos. And why is he dressed like Tommy Jarvis? Basically, imagine if you're in a slasher movie. Okay. Oh, okay. I saw the other comment. It's kind of more of an RPG type of thing. We're doing over voice chat. That sounds interesting. It is called JG Darth. That's kind of a jarring cut. Ooh. Oh, man. Burn face. It's like, yeah, Ty, like, it's such a weird position to be in because knowing that if Victor Miller loses, and the rights are awarded to fucking Sean Cunningham, which is 99% unlikely, then that means Sean Cunningham, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means he gets the rights to the whole thing. And then we're back into play of making Friday the 13th films and all that. The only reason nothing is getting made and nothing is getting released is because Sean Cunningham doesn't want to pretty much pay Victor Miller anything. And that's why they're constantly going to court. What I'm expecting is the ruling to be handed down tomorrow. And for Victor Miller, the rights to stay exactly as they are right now. Victor Miller holds the rights to everything in the first film, except I think they said 1 or 2 characters that he didn't create in his original script, and the name Friday the 13th, which Sean Cunningham owns. Now, with that, I'm expecting Sean Cunningham to appeal again, and we're going to be back at square one. I don't think this ends tomorrow. I think this is going to be still years out. The only way I feel like this is really going to end is if Sean and Victor can come to an agreement as joint copyright holders and eventually be able to option out their IP in order to get a movie made. That's the only way, because they have to sort of be partners, giving both of their individual copyrights, combining them together and offering them for a sum of money to a studio to make a movie. If they can't do that, then there's not going to be any chance we get a movie made. And I think it's going to be tied up again in the court until, honestly, both die. Sad to say. Because I think it'd probably be a next of kin situation. Oh, shit. That sounds awesome, Haley. Sounds very interesting. I mean, they could tie. I mean, if that was the case... And let's say Sean Cunningham was to die. And I think it's Noel Cunningham is his son. Let's say his IP and everything gets passed down to Noel Cunningham. At that point, it's up to Noel Cunningham to make a deal with Victor. The rights just don't go to Victor with Sean dying. It's going to likely be passed down to the estate. And that copyright is owned by the Cunningham family. So they're still going to need to make a deal. Let's just hope that if something like that was to happen, Noel Cunningham is a little bit more on the business side of things than Sean Cunningham is. Sean Cunningham is just doing this out of spite because he doesn't want to give 1 cent to Victor Miller. And he'd rather the series die and possibly fucking just sit dormant than give anything to Victor. Hey, what's going on, Gojira? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, which we are currently about 49 minutes and 20 seconds into the original My Bloody Valentine from 1981. At least that's the year that's on my player. And how you doing tonight? Yeah, fans been wanting a Friday the 13th movie forever, Anthony. It's a matter of business at this point. business and sort of resentment clouding judgment on people. Welcome to the cult. He broke one of the scary movie rules from Scream. Never say I'll be right back. He said it twice. He's dead twice. He's dead twice as quick. So you never seen My Bloody Valentine? I mean, I watched it a long, long time ago to the extent that I don't remember anything from it. Oh, and thank you for the follow as well, my friend. But yeah, like this is all essentially like rewatching it for the first time for me too. But yeah, I definitely say give it a check out. Like, the effects look really, really fucking good. That's about what you expect from a slasher movie, though, from the 80s. You've seen 9 of the Friday the 13th movies. Which ones have you not seen? 9? Because I know there's 12 of them. Not to mention the TV show that has nothing to do with any of the movies in any regard. But, yeah, which ones have you not seen out of the 12? Yeah, that is true, Haley. Like, the only thing now for Nightmare on Elm Street is essentially just coming up with a good enough story to essentially move forward that both the studio and what they feel audiences will want. Because, I mean, I've seen the Elijah Wood comments and how he wants to do it. Oh, you haven't seen Part 9 and Freddy vs. Jason. Okay. You're not missing much with either one, to be honest. Both are fun movies, but don't really... They kind of pale in comparison to the original first, I'd say, 5 or 6. Holy shit. That's a hell of a death. You can hear her gurgling. Hey, thank you for the follow, Puddin'. What was that? Bat-tat? I was about to trying to say it all together, but thank you for the follow. I call you Bat-tat. I'm so sorry. It's getting late. And Uber Jason is a lot of fun. The only problem with Uber Jason is he becomes so fucking powerful that it's unbelievable that any human can take him on. That's the only issue. Yeah, Jason on Mortal Kombat he's he was pretty cool putting him on there, and then his fatalities, giving you that classic Friday the 13th sort of stinger, like when he lifts up the machete. Like he was a great addition. Sadly, we never got Freddy on there too to actually have a true Freddy versus Jason, like on Mortal Kombat of all things. When we will get a new movie, my guess, and this is just my guess, I think we will end up getting a couple of appeals. We're going to get an appeal from Sean to take it back to the courts, and then he's going to lose that again and probably appeal again. And it's going to be them keeping this tied up in the court system until one of them dies. And if, let's say, Victor Miller was to die, I think Sean is going to try to go to his estate to buy out everything from Friday the 13th that he can get his hands on so he can own all the rights. I think he's going to be willing to keep this franchise dead and dormant for as long as it takes until he can have 100% control of it again. That's just my guess, just based on the way things are happening. I hope that's not the case. If Sean is the one to die from like this being kept up in the court system, my guess is, just from interviews of seeing Noel Cunningham and expecting him to have the control over the rights for his father's part of Friday the 13th, I would guess that him and Victor would be able to come to an agreement in order to make a movie. Because at that point, what's the point of having the IP if it's not making you anything outside of just being vindictive? Kill for Mother. That's a good one. I almost know that by heart. Especially when the way Pamela says it in the remake. Like, it has a bit of that Betsy Palmer kind of feeling with it. Sadly, we didn't get more of Pamela in the remake. I'll be getting around to the Psycho series, Amanda. Trust me, the channel ain't going anywhere. We got many, 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 many movies to do. There's many more Dark theories coming. Many more trailer reactions. Many more everything. Especially once my new setup is all done and completed. I think Robert, I remember he said something about Friday the 13th and how he was a fan of the Jason movies. But I don't think he was actually going to make, and if he was going to make one, he was just going to fund it. That was literally it. Which I'm kind of glad that that didn't happen, because I wouldn't want him overseeing the next movie. Like, I would want actual, like, people that deal with the genre with that movie. Like, what is the Psycho series? Haley. Don't tell me you've never watched Psycho. With Norman Bates? Bates Motel? Granted, I'm not talking about the TV series. The TV series pales in comparison. Granted, there are just as many differences from the TV series to the movies as there is from the books to the movies. But Haley, definitely get yourself a copy of Psycho and watch it when we do the commentary. That shit is going to be, man. Like, if there was ever a granddaddy to the slasher genre, Psycho is it. So you know the original. Yes, there were more. There was up to Psycho 4. And then, if I remember right, they did a Bates Motel TV. I think it was a TV movie where it was after Norman Bates died. He left the hotel to someone he was in prison with. And then there's the Bates Motel TV series. So yeah, there's a whole lot of Psycho. Not to mention the remake with Vince Vaughn. Granted, the remake is literally just that. A shot-for-shot remake of Alfred Hitchcock's movie. Trust me, Nicholas, I don't want to. And as similar as it is to Alfred Hitchcock's movie, once I do the fucking commentaries, the completionist in me is going to force me to do it. Cult of Chucky is good. I agree. I like Cult of Chucky. I like Cult of Chucky a lot. Which, matter of fact, Gojira, make sure you join us this Sunday. We'll be doing the commentary for Cult of Chucky. Oh, excuse me. We'll be doing the commentary to Cult of Chucky as well. Yeah, Sally, there's definitely a remake. But it's literally shot for shot. And Vince Vaughn doesn't exactly hold a candle to Anthony Perkins in that movie. That's funny, Ranger. Not all the time, Amanda. There are remakes that that are superior to the originals. The Thing being one of them. I mean, granted, it's rare, but it does happen. Oh, I think that's probably the best way I would probably end it, Devin. Now, with that tie, I wouldn't mind them doing a Psycho 2 with Vince Vaughn, but not a remake of the movie Psycho 2. I would want them to actually give us an adaptation of the book of Psycho 2. And then, basically, the third book, we could always adapt that too, which I thought the TV show was going to do, but kind of blew its load all over the original Psycho story, which they completely fucking butchered. How did you not hear about the other 3 Psycho movies? They weren't as greatly publicized because Alfred Hitchcock had nothing to do with them. And Anthony Perkins being essentially the only real returning person in all of them. Yeah, and I definitely agree with Play on that. Godzilla 85 is a lot better than the OG Godzilla. In my opinion. Did I see the movie Maniac or the remake? I haven't seen either one, Robert. which is crazy because I've heard other people talk about it in documentaries. It's even in the Into Darkness documentary, and I still haven't watched it, which is ridiculous because Tom Savini worked on it, and I love Tom Savini. Yeah, Psycho was based off the book that came out before the movies. Fun fact, in order to keep the ending of Psycho a secret, Alfred Hitchcock did try buying all of the copies, so nobody could find a copy anywhere. But yeah, there are 3 Psycho books. One pretty much details the first movie that we see. There are differences, such as Norman Bates' character is actually fat and balding, from what I remember. And when he actually gets captured at the end, he spends years, I believe, in a mental institution until he escapes in Psycho 2. And ultimately leads to his death. And then Psycho 3 has a story around someone who has the same kind of psychosis as Norman Bates. Yeah, because I can't remember. I know there's Psycho, Psycho 2, and the Psycho House, if I remember right. That's what the 3rd book is called. Do I think the original Dawn of the Dead remake is as good as the original? Uh, is it more entertaining? Yes. Is it better? No. I think the original Dawn of the Dead, I can watch that over and over and over, and I have other movies to relate it to because I've been actually being a sequel to Night of the Living Dead and seeing how the zombie outbreak progressed more and more and more until control was completely lost. So you kind of have a built-in lore already going in, which I love lore. But with the remake, it made things fucking super intense. Now, if there are pluses and minuses to both, but I think overall the original Dawn of the Dead is the better movie. The remake is an intense adaptation of it. It's still good, but I don't think it's necessarily better. The original Godzilla is your favorite? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But you'll see here, Gojira, that pretty much taste in movies, if something I say is pretty much my favorite and you disagree, that is completely fine, and vice versa. Because the way I look at it, all movies are subjective. What you find to be entertaining or a classic or anything of that matter may differ from what I think. And the thing is with that, neither one of us are wrong. At all. Like, it's just a matter of opinion. Oh, I know. Gojira means Godzilla. I remember because I used to have the old VHS that said Gojira on it. I remember. Dude took like fucking blows to the head and everything and made it all the way back to him and died. Yeah, exactly, Nicholas. We don't judge here on this channel at all. Like, I don't care even if you like the Day of the Dead remake. If you like it, you like it. Fuck it. If I don't like it and I talk shit about it, and fucking, it's pretty much like, whatever. Like, don't worry about what I say. It's about what you like. They are hard to find them. That makes me mad. Yeah, very true. But I mean, good thing is I got all of them digitally. Like all the Godzilla movies I got, at least as many as I could find. I got them all. I keep saying all. As many as I could find. I got as possibly many as I can find. Oh, no worries, Haley. No worries. Did I like the Night of the Living Dead remake? Which one, Robert? The Tom Savini one or the one that had Sid Haig in it? The one they did digitally? There's a bunch of them. If it's the Tom Savini one, yes. All the other ones, no. That's a case where I think the remake is actually better than the original. Because I do like, as much as I love the original Night of the Living Dead, Tom Savini's version, I can watch all day, every day without an issue. Exactly, Haley. I'm not trying to make anybody be like me. That's not what this is about. Or anything like that on this channel. It's the same thing with my theory videos. My theory videos are my theories. If you agree, great. If you don't, great. If you have a dissenting opinion, feel free to voice it. And we can debate. Not even debate, just discuss and try. And what could happen is I could have a theory. You could have a theory. And we share it with each other. And then that sparks a conversation where at the end of that conversation, an entirely new hybrid theory is born that could fit both our visions and the actual narrative to a story. That was the whole point of doing dark theories and stuff like that. Granted, we do have some instances where people get very trollish, I would say. But I mean, that happens. It doesn't bother me. There are 31 movies, I believe, in the Gojira list. Oh, I might have to do a counting up. See if I got them all. See which ones I might be missing. So that's counting the new ones too? It's good to know. So that way I don't count up and I'm like missing like two or three of them. It's the internet. You can't avoid trolls. Exactly. Like they're going to come, especially if you have even a remotely successful YouTube channel at all. Granted, my channel is super small, extremely small, but I'm still gonna get trolls just because it happens. And the more the channel grows, the more trolls will come. Which I mean, it is what it is. How many of the Living Dead movies do I have? I mean, I have the Ramiro series. I have the Return of the Living Dead series. I have the Tom Savini remake. But I don't have I have the Day of the Dead remake too. I don't have the not Day Dawn of the Dead. I have the Dawn of the Dead remake. I don't have the Day of the Dead remake because I just can't. Although once I do the Living Dead series, I'm likely gonna have to get all of that shit. But I don't have the digital Night of the Living Dead. I watched it, but I don't have a copy of it. And the Sid Haig Night of the Living Dead I don't have. Oh, trust me. That's one of those situations, Gojira, that if I have to end up doing a commentary for it, then I will likely be watching it, unfortunately. It's the completionist in me. Ooh. Holy shit. You get hung and the weight and velocity of you falling is so much it takes your fucking head off. Holy shit, man. Oh, I got that. I got that, Ty. I got a lot of zombie movies. I have Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. There's a couple other ones that I got. But yeah, I got a shit ton of them. Plain of the Living Dead, I think I did, but I don't remember it, which usually is not a good sign. Unpopular opinion, though. I actually enjoyed Freddy's Dead. I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed Freddy's Dead. But it's the same thing like when movies that I enjoy, but don't necessarily, from a continuity standpoint, I don't like it. I'm weird like that. Like I can enjoy a movie like Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X or Freddy versus Jason. But then when we start talking continuity, I don't want those anywhere near the original series because they don't pan out well. What about Snakes on a Plane? I have seen Snakes on a Plane. Not like, not exactly like Lex Luthor, Devin. Although I am due for a haircut again, so like I mean, it might end up getting pretty short. Maybe another James Drew Courtney kind of cut. I haven't seen that, Ty. I mean, it's just like brutally like running through them with no issue. Which I'm like fully convinced like he needs to be in Dead by Daylight. The continuity's extremely weird with that one, but that dark humor from Freddy. Yeah, the dark humor from Freddy's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Although personally, I prefer my Freddy to be less funnier than he is dark. Sort of like a Nightmare 2 and Nightmare 1, where he has his funny moments, but it's like psychopath kind of funny. Not stand-up comedian funny. If that makes any sense. What comic book character or movie character could kill Goku? The first person that came to me was the Spectre. I think the Spectre would probably be able to kill Goku. The Purge movies are good. I like the Purge movies. I have no problem with it. I am sorely lacking and I'm behind on their TV show for season 2. I have not watched it yet. I watched season 1, but I haven't watched season 2. Not exactly yet, Ty. You have a good night, Nicholas. Now I will see you Sunday. Ooh. Hey, what's going on, Grindhouse gang, gamer? Where I get the beanie wig from? It's not a beanie wig. Bandana, my actual hair. Now, I didn't see that one, Robert. The kill counts are insane in the Purge movie. Yeah, they are. But with me, I never really considered the Purge movies horror movies in the traditional sense. Maybe the first one because it's more of a home invasion movie. But after that, it's essentially a kind of a darker version of Escape from LA kind of thing. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Escape from New York, LA. like a darker, maybe slightly more serious version of it. It's just like he's just like swinging wildly, like fucking crazy. Hmm. Okay, so he was basically scarred from when Harry Warden killed his father. Gotcha. I don't know about that, Ty. Because, I mean, Dragon Ball has so much lore behind it that skipping over anything, especially to go from one point in a timeline and skipping ahead so far, I'm not sure it's going to work fine. Like, personally, the way I would do it, and just my personal opinion, is essentially because we already established in Dragon Ball that there's alternate timelines. There's alternate timeline dimensions and there's alternate universes. And with that, you could create an alternate timeline and make it known that it's an alternate timeline in the movie itself, where this alternate timeline exists side by side the actual timeline of Dragon Ball. So while they're doing all their stuff in the anime, you have the stuff in the movies going on and things are playing out differently. At least that's kind of the way I would go. So that way you do have a chance at some point to cross over the timelines in that sense. Because adapting Dragon Balls is almost impossible. Not in a movie format. Well, shit. Well, that's a hell of a fucking ending. Very ominous. Very dark. I like it. And the song I do like too. The song sounds really good. Ah, shit. I guess my copy kind of shut off the sound. That's unfortunate. But alright, yeah, that was My Bloody Valentine. Well, shit. That's a hell of a... I might have to rewatch it. Really, really, really soak everything in. Because now I'm like kind of wondering, where is Harry Warden? But yeah, that's going to do it for me for the night, guys. I'm glad you guys all stuck around. All the new people watching on Twitch, Gojira, everyone else that followed. Haley, thank you for joining as well. Coming back again with the rest of the regulars that we normally get in. But yeah, that was a nice little stream. Nice little Wednesday stream. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I will be seeing you guys Sunday for Cult of Chucky. So make sure you got your copies at the ready. So that way, once I get on the stream, we can just dive right into it. Because after that, we got the remake. Which isn't bad. It's honestly not bad. If it wasn't a Child's Play movie, I think it would have been a lot better. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Meanwhile, I hope you guys have a good night. And as always, I am JG Dark. And thanks for watching.
Don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in bloody sheets to drop you 6 feet underneath. They put you in a pine wood box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. It all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose as you begin to decompose. A slimy beetle with demon's eyes chews through your stomach and out your sides. Your stomach turns to rancid grease, and pus pours out like melted cheese. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you'll eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin, the ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out, your brain turns into maggot pie, your liver starts to liquefy, and for the living all is well as you sink further into hell. And the flames rise up to drag you down into the fire where you will drown. Your skin melts off as you descend, and Satan tears you limb from limb. Your soft